Oh, back to this little toy car. Done all the fuel lines now and everything. Done the one in the boot, or the trunk as some people know it as. Yeah, I'm just fiddling around here. Valve train. Now I was right. Tight as a drum. Like this valve's going down and this one's definitely off. And nothing. Same with this one. Like they're just maybe 0.001 of an inch. Tight as a bloody drum. So I have to work out the specs for this engine and adjust the valve clearances. It's way too quiet. I think one of them is a bit loose and the rest of them are just too tight. So this will make it run heaps better. And it won't burn valves if it already hasn't. Well, this is the way a car should be. The crankcase ventilation system, it hasn't got a PCV, it's just a CV. Just vents out there underneath the exhaust, straight to atmosphere. And if we walk all the way down to the back, you see I've put the line in for the vent on the fuel tank. It runs across, goes down and underneath the car. I'm just going to pop a little fuel filter on the underneath to stop dust from getting in. That's on order. But yeah, gotta love old cars. Oh, here we go, I've already adjusted them. Found it was at 0.35 millimeters. So I did, that was warm, so I did 0.357. It's cold. I can't run it at the moment. But see, there's a little bit of movement now. So yeah, some of these were mega tight. So that's why it was chuggy when it was cold and ran a bit funny when it was hot. So yeah, I'll see how it goes now. Should be able to hear them at least. All back together now. So it's ready for a test run. Yeah, the reason valves tighten up in old engines, the valve margin wears, gets thinner, the valve itself recesses and becomes concave. So only by a 15th, but that shortens your valve clearances. So you always got to check them, otherwise they get tight like this was, and nothing works right because you lose compression and you're burning valves and all sorts of horrible things happen. So this thing should run heaps better now. It was just idling like shit before. Like when it was cold it was a pig. So we'll see what happens. Hey, this still works after winter. Yeah. Nice and cold. Yeah, back to this thing. Put some oil in it and just see if it starts. How it runs after doing tappets and everything. Won't run it for very long at all, just a couple of seconds. No water obviously. It's a warm day. Get a pump or two of the gas. Should be some in the bowl. Ooh, this was no choke. Oh wow, it actually idled. Remember all the other videos, it just stalls and got to grab the choke all the time and everything. Shit, cool. Oh, that's a success. Keys just fall out. Oh, this fan's coming in useful. Works quite well. Yes, well this vehicle came back. It's actually overheating when it's on the freeway. Yeah, it goes up hills or whatever. Only on warm days. And only if you drive, a long way and push it up a hill or go over 100, like 102, 103 with the air conditioning on. Especially in fourth gear. So when the turbo's spinning up and, it's getting really hot at high revs. So I've looked it over, tried another radiator cap, because this one had a fairly high pressure, 16 pounds. So it might have been just over-pressurizing a bit and causing an airlock somewhere, which is highly unlikely, but, it's worth a try. It doesn't seem to be losing any water. It's just getting hot, like, getting up to 3/4, but once you stop, it can cool down then. So I'm thinking it could be the new thermostat I put in a while ago. This is the one I did all the work to. So I'll play with it tomorrow, because it won't do it now because it's under, it only seems to do it over 23 degrees Celsius. So it's under that now. And tomorrow it's going to be 28. So I'll go see what it does. I'm tipping it's a sticky new thermostat. So that or the water pump's insufficient. Because went for a test drive. I tried to get it to overheat in the back streets, couldn't. And took it on the freeway and it slowly got hotter. But you get back and it doesn't seem very hot what's coming out of the fan. So it's a water flow issue. It's yeah, enough rambling, and we'll do something about that tomorrow. I found this Onga pump. I did a video on it, but I don't know I did with the video, so I'll do another video. Seems to work. It's pretty new looking inside the box, just brand new. Little pressure switch works. It's like an air switch. Just blow on it, it turns on, blow again, it turns off. Yeah, haven't given it a proper run yet, but got to rig up some water through it before I do that. But yeah, it sounds nice when you give it a couple of seconds, 1 second run. So, I suppose you want me to give it a 1 second run now, everyone's thinking. Hang on, let me plug the bloody thing in. Here's the plug right here, how convenient. Now I'll put that in, marvellous. Yeah, look. Hang on. It's blowing the little hose. Here it goes, click. Try it again. Mad. See, look, it works nice. Cool. I have a pile of old school fluorescent lights now. Mad. And one new one. But yeah, cool. I have to process them still. But nice covers at least. Here's my old printer. I've had it for a few years. This is about all it can do, and then it keeps telling me the black cartridge is incorrect. Please put the correct one in. Now, fucking come in, bastard. Now if you look at that, number 27 Hewlett Packard. And if you look at that, number 27 Hewlett Packard. Yes, it just is fucked. You kick it a few times to work a bit and then stop again. So, I have a remedy for fixing things that upset me. You get them, you put them in the microwave. And unfortunately, the door won't close with that, so I'm going to have to try and remedy a way to get this into the microwave. Isn't that fun? And then once I've microwaved it, I'm going to take it to Ed's house and run the fucking thing over with its four-wheel drive. Isn't that fun? So, stay tuned for what happens to this printer.